you lost the technology to get us to the moon. You just happened to lose it?
They lost the tapes of the moon landing. What you watch when Neil Armstrong climbs off the LEM, One Small Step for Man, that was projected on a wall in NASA. And when asked, why don't we go back? NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology. It's
Difficult.
too difficult. We already did that.
I knew it. It's that basic. I knew it. It's just too hard, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Fuck this shit.
And didn't we? 17 times or whatever?
Unbelievable. So my editor, who you met, Darren, knows all about this stuff. And he's the one that got
Shout out Shawn Ryan, bro. I fucks with bro. Times a million. Shout out Shawn Ryan, bro. One of the realest dudes I know that I don't know. If you a CIA dude, cause you ex-CIA, if you're a CIA dude and you're not the man you post up to be, shh, I wouldn't know what I would do. Probably go join a golf club. I would be doing something that crazy. If Shawn Ryan isn't Shawn Ryan, I'm gonna join a golf club.
me interested in it. And so I was like, this, or at least I think, interested in the moon landing.
That was an episode that people just demanded. I didn't want to do it because everyone's done the moon landing. And are you
But it's fake.
talking about the Stanley Kubrick one? Because I've done a few moon videos. I think I have a whole
I
compilation.
probably watched all of them, but I know the Stanley Kubrick thing was in there, how the shadows don't align, but let's go into it. I want to hear all of it.
So I debunked a lot of that moon landing stuff. A lot of that episode is based on Bart Sibrel's. Bart Sibrel, it had a documentary quite a while ago, maybe 20 years. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon, I think is the name of it. And if you're into the moon stuff, that's the documentary to watch. And Bart's someone who I trade email with, who I told him, I'm as soon as I'm ready, I got to have you in here because he knows everything about it. But I debunked a lot of his stuff in the documentary, but I couldn't debunk all of it. There were some weird things about, when you see the astronauts and it looks like there's wires, reflections off the wires. It's hard to explain that. I tried to. I said,
Oh, some footage.
The way that piece of equipment.
Y'all in the comments like, shit, nigga, you show some footage. What the fuck? You didn't make the video. What you thought it was sweet?
It could be this, but I agree it looks weird. And the way the astronauts fall doesn't look natural, but it's 1/6 gravity.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, why would it look natural if it's on the moon? If I'm on the moon and I fall,
Could be weird.
I would hope it wouldn't be natural.
I tried. It still confounds me. I go back and forth depending on who I talk to about whether it really happened. And I think the percentage of Americans who don't believe that we went to the moon is just rising every year. I hope I have nothing to do with that.
I'm sure you have something to do with that.
But they lost the tapes, all the original tapes of the moon landing. What you watch when Neil Armstrong climbs off the LEM, One Small Step for Man, that's not a direct feed from anything. That was projected on a wall in NASA, and the networks aimed their camera at the wall to get like this projection. And the networks were like, "Hey, can we just get the direct feed? Because that would be a lot better." And they're like, "No, we're going to do it this way."
Okay.
And then they lost all those tapes. They lost the telemetry.
You lost everything.
And when asked, why don't we go back?
Where'd it go?
NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology. It's too difficult.
Yeah, isn't there like some I don't know what you call it. We can't get past a certain point, supposedly. And they said I think it was your episode. They're like, we lost the technology. It's like you lost the technology to get us to the moon.
We can't make it again. All right, Shawn, stop asking. We can't go. The fuck? Like, what does bro expect? Is it to go to the moon? Dude, you know how far away the moon is? You go there.
Happened to
You go there.
lose it?
Nobody wrote.
Where did it go?
They just lost it. Velocity particles, and it's this energetic field that surrounds the Earth and is very dangerous. And if you're aware of something called the South Atlantic anomaly, it's this part of our geomagnetic field that is just it's burning a hole through it. If you look at it on like an electromagnetic map, it's just a big hole. It's getting bigger, and now it's starting to branch off into a second one, and nobody knows why that's happening. And geomagnetism and the pole shifts and all that, I can go down that rabbit hole too, because all that stuff terrifies me.
Do it.
Solar radiation and the grid going down, all that stuff terrifies me. So the Van Allen radiation belts, that you have NASA astronauts saying, "Oh, we think we found a way now that we can get out of, high Earth orbit, that we can finally get past the Van Allen radiation belts." It's like, we already did that, man, didn't we? Didn't we do that 17 times or whatever? But
I just got
they
cooked.
forgot. They lost it. Can't replicate it.
Just got cooked.
Unbelievable.
I don't buy it.
Like the Van Allen radiation belt, I just got cooked.
I don't buy it either.
So just let us know what's going on.
On top of that, there was a space race or a race to the moon between us and Russia during the Cold War, right?
There was, and Russia was first to everything. We were behind on everything. Russia has first, Sputnik goes up, Sputnik 2 goes, so first man-made satellite in orbit, first man in orbit, first animal in orbit, first woman in orbit, first spacewalk, first JFK giving speech, and the rockets are blowing up, and they're pressing him on it, and like the Saturn program's not going well, and the rockets are blowing up on the launch pads, and he's saying, like, no matter how much money we throw at it, we're going to be second. We're going to be second. You can hear him talking about it. And then suddenly, 1969, we're there. We surpass all of it. We surpass all of the Soviets' accomplishments, and we go and we land on the moon.
Damn right.
Okay. It seemed like we took a great leap forward there.
That's one small step for man, one large step for mankind. Whatever that bullshit was. That's what that was.
But there's really no explanation for it.
Did we? Yeah.
Well, where do you stand on it?
I'm like you. I go back and forth. I wonder what I would think had we not been through COVID and all these other things, Epstein and all these other things that keep coming out that destroy any trust in any government institution there is. No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan.
What do y'all think happened to the whole NASA moon landing footage? I think I got a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all. But they lost it on purpose. That's my opinion. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get this dub real quick. Peace.